Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Andri Maulana. I'm from the University of Pancasakti. Today I want to share about the 10 traits in negotiation. This video for middle test subject negotiation. The first is definition. The traits is directly influence the action you take and can be developed to a more conscious approach to how you negotiate. The relate to task attributes that come more naturally to you, or tasks you are more likely to gravitate towards. What is important here is that you think about how these traits influence you and your performance when you negotiation. The 10 traits underpin your behavior. For example, maintaining your nerves support your ability to think clearly when faced with conflict and to open a negotiation with an extreme and yet realistic position. The first, nerve. Nerve is believe in your position, never open and always remain calm. Nerve help us to exercise patience and to remain calm when the pressure is on. Anyone operating under pressure is relying on controlling their nerves as part of being able to perform. The pilot, golfer, police office, barristers, to name but a few, rarely on their nerve to be able to carry out their duties as will you when you negotiate. The second is self-discipline. To understand what to do and to do that which is appropriate. Self-discipline. It is an everyday term, yet in negotiation, it requires you to separate your behavior from your feelings and emotion. It allows you to be what you need to be and what the situation demands of you, rather than behaving in a way what satisfies your own emotions and level of comfort. Self-discipline does not require you to be different person, but to fulfill the rule requirement at the time to help you perform. Next is tenacity. The negotiator equivalent to stamina. The time you hear the word no, cannot, won't are the occasions where you will have to turn how, rather than simply consent on the issue. You should examine the rejection from different perspectives to find out what other conditions or circumstances you could introduce. As part of maintaining control and managing their expectation, for instance, in tennis, if your opponent breaks your serve, you don't give up on the set. You work harder in the next game to regain your possession. Next is assertiveness. Tell them what you will do. Do not what you won't do. The best way to determine the future is to create it. Being in control of the negotiation primarily comes from being proactive and demonstrating confidence from being prepared and having a well-defined strategy. Then, it is about how well you perform. The complete skill negotiator comes across as being firm and in control, not obnoxious or disrespectful, but simple, able to say what is necessary in a calm, authoritative manner. The next is instinct. Trust it. You will be right more often than not. Experience and gut feeling, or what some refer to as a sixth sense, are traits the effective negotiator refers to as instinct. Instinct help the complete skilled negotiator to hear not just what is being said but the meaning behind the words, and gauge honest and sense if the deal is too good to be true or if there is more scope to negotiate. Your ability to read any situation will allow you to judge your response and respond with counter proposal. If it seems too good to be true, it usually is, and you should trust your instinct. When you are faced with such a situation, most people have good instinct, yet under pressure do not always listen to them. They choose instinct to accept the case placed before them and confront rather than challenge. As an effective negotiator, you should have the courage of your conviction, challenge anything that does not feel right, and always demand clarity before being prepared to progress. The next is caution. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. The action or interaction, once a negotiation has begun, comes in the form of proposals and counter-proposal as the deal starts to take shape. Picture the high-level mental energy and the work taking place inside the heads of two teams of negotiators around the table, but parties seeking to fit or disrupt value in the knowledge that if they are too hasty, they might miss an implication, and by being sandwiched on price, they could be entering into agreement that could carry more risk in the long term. It is during this critical exchange when reality check should take place. This is when patience is needed and time should be taken to calculate what has changed. Thank you for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.